Hey guys, I wasn't going to record another video, but the video I just put on of Samuel, who needed a new wheelchair, and his mum at bed, etc., was funded within under an hour. So this blew my mind and it got me motivated and excited. And I thought, let's get the next family on because they've been in my heart and I've been thinking about these two a little bit. And I love helping people. It's where I get my kicks in life. Better than any drug. Give it a go if you've never tried it. I promise you it's true. So this is Ezekiel and Joyce, and they are brother and sister. Unfortunately, their mother abandoned them. She does have learning difficulties from what we were told, and she abandoned her son and her daughter quite some time ago. This left them in the care of their father, but from what I've gotten a report from the social workers, the father is not mentally capable of caring for these children either, and there might be a problem with addiction. We don't know fully, but this is just going with the openness of the notes I've got from the social workers. The important thing here is that his mother, the grandmother of these two children, is the sole caregiver of these two special needs children. Now, nobody knows why they're special needs or what it is. We need to have that determined at the hospital, and we will. Our OTs, occupational therapists, etc. have been our medical staff, and it needs hospital investigation, so that will happen. But this grandmother is caring for them, and the amazing thing is she's a centenarian. She's 100 years old and caring for two special needs children. It's not like she's going to a supermarket and cooking though. You have to remember she's in Tanzania, so she's got to go and collect water. She's going to the forest to collect firewood. She's chopping firewood, building fires, cooking. And the family are extremely poor, but she's still managing to keep these children healthy and alive and cared for. And she's a wonderful, beautiful soul for doing so. As a true superwoman, beyond comprehension, a born mother clearly. But the family are very, very poor. And they're eating most meals maize flour with greens, and you'll see her cutting greens in the video. She's cutting those to fry them with palm oil, which is the cheapest oil you can get there, and then she will put that with the maize flour, and that will be the children's meal, which is a big job. And the children can't feed themselves either, so you can imagine how much work she's putting into this is just unbelievable for a 100-year-old woman. The reason that they are struggling so much, for all around them in their diet, they might have eggs every now and then. They keep chickens, but they sell the eggs to be able to buy the flour. They can't afford the more quality nutrient dense food. That's something for market, so they can get the less nutrient dense flour to keep them full all the time. It's a horrendous situation. They're extremely impoverished, and without the grandmother, the children will be extremely vulnerable, potentially starve to death. We just don't know. The father cannot care for them. It's proven because he does nothing. So what we want to do is bring the children into Featherstone. But to do that, because we're bringing so many children in, we need to hire a new caregiver. We have a policy where we like to keep at most, where the most children per caregiver is 4, ideally 3, but we're at 4 children per caregiver at the moment due to finances. And in Featherstone, it's a wonderful family unit. It's the best we can ask for. The single mums there are in many ways more qualified than the academic staff because they've raised their own child as a single mother, as a special needs child, and a single mother has such empathy and compassion. Combine that with our occupational therapists, our nursing staff, our medical team, and you get the best possible family unit for children like Ezekiel and Joyce. And then we have on top of there the teachers and the education. It's the best place for them right now in Tanzania. Without it, the possibility of anything, any negative thing you can think of is open once that grandmother's not there to protect them, sadly. So to bring them in, we need to get enough salary for someone for 6 months. We always do that before we employ people. Then we need to add orthopedics, wheelchairs, and things of this nature. Getting all of that in place, the extra running costs that we need initially, will allow us to, of course, keep the door open for the next children who need to come, but at the same time, keep the team out so as we can keep assisting the children who don't come in as well. And this is why we're doing a little extra fundraising for this at the moment. You all know everything got very difficult with Corona financially for many of us around the world, but we too, with such a large family, and with the impact on the economy in Tanzania and the impact of tourism and all the different people leaning on us for help, we are struggling. So we need to do this. There is a single mum who has a special needs child who might move in with us, and she might even get the job. So this could be a double whammy. We might end up helping three children and a single mum at the same time, but we need to be able to pay that salary before we start anybody working. It's just not fair, obviously. She'll work, I'm sure, if she does come for food and accommodation, but we can't do that when other women are being paid. So we will have to pay this lady. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to give a person a fish. It's no good. You've got to teach them how to fish as it goes, and that's what we like to do. So the fundraiser will be in the link in the description box. It will allow us to get the orthopedics, wheelchairs, which we definitely can't afford, add an additional member of staff, which we at the moment cannot afford. All the links to sponsor the children monthly will be there as well, and that helps us to keep the doors open for as many children as possible at Featherstone. God bless, guys. Keep being awesome. Couldn't believe when I looked at Samuel's fundraiser. Just keep being awesome. Keep shining your love. I'm so grateful to be in the middle of it all. God bless. Bye.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 We said it's time, and I know that without a doubt, the spirit in us, oh, what is trying to break out. But this is your time, this is my time to illuminate, cause we were made to shine. Divinity by law in our DNA. They lied but we saw truth anyway. This is divine recognition for this time of remission. Time change mission, said you have my permission to be your light, let no man dim. See your sight is not original sin. I said you came in the same way that you will go, and that's with love and with righteousness. Heed to the flow. But I heard it all before, yes, what the man said. Never held it in my heart, but I held it in my head, yeah. But then I saw now that it isn't just suggestion, it's spiritual law. To love all, serve all, and remember Jah. And so we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. And so we love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Love all, serve all, and remember Jah. Now this is bliss, that's what it is. So tell your parents and your kids that they should not miss. The time is now, the questions how we look for each other in answers. Singers and dancers will lead the way, been led astray, but now we have answered the calling, and Babylon is falling. Proud to be inside the flow that no man is stopping. I must stand tall. Kahu is watching, so is my family, and so is my tribe. Mustn't seek vanity, must seek to be wise, must seek to be wise, yeah, yeah. But I heard it all before, yes, what the man said. Never held it in my heart, but I held it in my head. It isn't just suggestion, it's spiritual law. To love all, serve all, and remember Jah. So we love all, serve all, and remember Jah.